Good morning, Kankakee New Freedom Center. Good morning, Thresholds. Today is May 1st, and this is Coffee Talk. This morning, I wanted to talk about an interesting topic that I thought would be helpful for everybody. It's called time management, how to have effective time management. I think during this time period where a lot of us are spending a lot of time at home, we do get a lot of downtime, or maybe we're over anxious about how we're spending our time. Maybe we're overcommitted to things or undercommitted. Whatever the case may be, I'm sure a lot of us are struggling with time management. So let's get started. I got these tips from the AmeriCorps Foundation. It's pretty good organization. So the first step is you want to set goals. You make a list of specific attainable goals, both personal and professional, and set deadlines for reaching them. Review your goals monthly. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of setting SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and truthful. That's what SMART stands for. So remember that too. The second thing we want to do is make lists. You can create a daily to-do list for your work style. Create a system to identify urgent, whether they're important, and, quote, if there's time, prioritize items on the list. And you always want to start with your urgent items first. Also, number 3, be realistic. For an 8-hour day, plan for 6 hours of accomplishments. That's self-explanatory. Number 4, get organized. Get a day book or a scheduler, or buy one or make one with a calendar and notepad for the central headquarters for your schedules and lists. So that's self-explanatory. There's also, now that we have smartphones, we have access to a lot of different apps that help with time management. I'm going to get into those in part 2. So the fifth thing is include a me time. Write yourself in for appointments and keep them. Block out time for reflection and other activities to recharge, such as sports, reading, hobbies, etc. So you want to reward yourself too when you accomplish something. Number 6, you want to have a place for everything. Put something where it belongs, and it's always there. If you don't know where it belongs, decide right away. So that's just going to say that having an organized environment is going to go a long way for helping us manage our time too, because we'll be able to find things when we need it. Next one, number 7, delegate, which means decide what others are able and willing to do and ask for help if you need it. Number 8 is an important one to me that I struggle with. Learn how to say no sometimes. Promise yourself to decline demands upon your time. Practice this if it's difficult for you. Set a limit of how many got a minute requests you will entertain each day. How many people come up to us and say, hey, you got a minute? And it turns out ending to be like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, right? So we need to practice learning to say no. Number 9 is a good one. It's called cluster. Clustering is a big name for arranging similar tasks to do at once, or those that need to be done in the same place and go there once. So like you kind of group your activities together. Like if you're going shopping, don't just go to like 10 different shopping stores. Try to get as much done in one store as you can. Another thing, effective rather than efficient. That's number 10. Effectiveness is the right thing at the right time, not the wrong thing quickly. So I kind of like that little saying. So you want to be effective in time management, not always efficient. You don't want to be so quick that you're making mistakes and doing wrong things and messing up. Number 11, start small. Some call this chunking. So chunking is a term I came across. Tony Robbins, the famous guru, he's like a motivational speaker. He talks about chunking, but it simply means taking one big goal and downsizing it into smaller doses. Keep your to-do list detailed so that daily activities add up to the larger goal over time. So in other words, you break it down into smaller steps, and you'll be able to achieve a large goal that way. And finally, the 12th part of time management is quality rather than quantity. Fewer meaningful experiences in a day are more valuable than a slew of blurred memories. So with that, think about that, all those 12 steps to time management. And in a minute, I'm going to talk about the apps that you can get on the phone for time management that are really helpful. So thank you, and I will talk to you soon.